The 1031 strategy is a great strategy when we're giving up one property and trading it for another one. 45 days to identify 3 properties, and then 180 days actually execute that next property. I see a lot of times 45 to 60% of 1031 transactions fail, and a lot of people are not wanting to get hit with that big tax bill because they want to defer that tax gain into the next property and kick it down the road. A lot of people have the buy, refinance, die strategy and allowing the stepped up basis, and they're not paying their taxes because they're buy, refinance, die. And the 1031, 45 to 60% of 1031s fail because they didn't identify the properties and they didn't execute. Starting early is a big strategy, but in the one big beautiful bill that just passed on July 4th, there's a lot of new changes. That's why I wrote this ACEs guide, that if you're playing your cards right, then you can take advantage of some of these new rules. If you don't know the rules, then you could be taken advantage of, and you have to use and execute these things early. The people who are executing early and taking advantage of this stuff they're gonna save. And the people who don't, and they don't know this, and that's why I'm making this video and communicating the 1031 exchange strategy. That's why I wrote this guide. I wanted you to have this knowledge. I want to be able to connect and help you to be proactive instead of just reactive and like avoid those 5 most expensive words. This could have been avoided. With the 1031 exchange, we're avoiding paying the big capital gain tax now when we sell a highly appreciated property like rental or business, or we only can do it on real property. So it's just, sometimes we have businesses that we own the property, and so we can allocate out, we can bifurcate, we can separate out the land from the building, from the business. Or if we're like, there might be situations, somebody might have a farmland and they're farming and they have their house, but they also have the farmland, so we can separate out and have separate transactions of this is business, this is personal, and avoid that recapture, that depreciation when we sell. So there's the lazy 1031 exchange as well, and that's really exciting. I want to give you more information about the lazy 1031. Don't miss out on these strategies. Take advantage of these before they expire. Let's connect so that you don't miss out.